Now, the Kentucky governor's race, someone wants to take over from Matt Bevin. And another attack ad has been released that targets Democrat Andy Beshear. This time it comes directly from Adam Edlin, who's running against him. Take a look.
If you're like me, you don't like negative political ads, but sometimes you have to hear the facts.
Let's do this, bud. Now, the latest ad revisits the theme of corruption, citing the prison term for Beshear's top deputy. Now, no evidence has ever surfaced that Beshear knew about Tim Longmire's bribery. But last week, a similar ad hit that had the same themes by a pack. Are you surprised Adam went right after Andy in this ad?
I'm not surprised, and I kind of believe him in how he says, you know, nobody likes dirty politics and attack ads like this. But if he's going to beat Andy Beshear, he kind of has to do stuff like this, and I'm not surprised it's out there.
Now, there are people who argue, look, it's a Democratic primary. The goal is to beat Matt Bevin. Don't attack each other. What do you say to that?
I get that general thought, but with these two, there's a long history there. You know, Edlin worked for Steve Beshear years ago. Like I said, I'm not surprised he's throwing the punches here.
These two are like two guys, kids who grew up together in school, and they always had to do the same stuff. They didn't really like each other, but they always had to be around each other. They kind of wanted to one-up each other. Adam's behind. This is his only chance, so I totally understand why he's doing it. We'll see if it works. Now, turning to UK football. The Big Blue Nation was waiting to find out the college decision for a hometown quarterback today. Lexington Catholic's Bo Allen, he's 6'2" pro-style quarterback, was down to Kentucky, West Virginia, Washington State, and Duke. And just a few hours ago, he made his pick. Here it was.
I really just like to thank every single staff and everybody that's been able to be here today and just take their time today to be here. I really can't thank you enough. But I'd really like to thank Coach Stoops' staff and the University of Kentucky, and I'll be committing to the University of Kentucky.
He became a Wildcat, joining John Young, his friend, who committed last week. My question for you, Drew, how big a deal is this for the hometown boy to become a Cat?
It's a very big deal, highly rated. He can make some throws that not many people his age can make. Wasn't much suspense going to this announcement. I think everyone knew going all along, but this is a huge get. They say he's the quarterback of the future. I'll still need to see it on the field, but for right now, it's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, and it's also, look, a hometown city guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, they brought in Walker Wood a few years ago, but he wasn't as highly recruited. You have to go back probably to Shane Boyd to find a person from Lexington who had this kind of hype around him that they got him. I think that'll help, and I think he can be really good.
He can be really good, and he's a legacy recruit, adding to the UK connection. You know, we had Barker and Tolles back in the day. We thought they would take UK to the next level. So I'm a little hesitant to give it to him just yet, but it is exciting to have him on the roster.
I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to be good.
Third time's a charm.
We're going to have him on here soon. Now to our weekly feature on Hey Kentucky, the Red State Recap, brought to you by Red State Barbecue. Memphis Sweet and Kentucky Small Batch sauces are now available in your Kentucky Proud section at Kroger. You're welcome. 3 Democratic senators are calling on President Trump's nominee for U.S. ambassador to the United Nations to clarify that she'll put America's interest ahead of her own interest when it comes to climate change. The Democrats say Kentucky native Kelly Craft has ties to oil companies and other fossil fuel interests. At the UN, Craft would represent America on climate change. Kelly Craft, of course, has been on this show. She is going to be on this show again soon, and we'll ask her these questions. But she is a Kentuckian and will be nominated for the UN's highest post. Now up next on Hey Kentucky, what is a day in the life of a Lexington mayor? We have a new mayor. Her name is Linda Gordon. Drew endorsed her because she liked Taco Bell. So we spent a day with her, and here's what we found right after this.